Schefflera delavayi, just in the midst of its bloom cycle. This one last year had one bloom stalk, and after that that stalk broke off, it developed 3 growing points, and so this year it has 3, and they're doing this kind of crazy triangular pattern. Schefflera delavayi, I don't think it's one that's all that common. These ones get the big, the very large leaves. You can grow them in sun. I've read that they're smaller. The leaves come in smaller, but really nice broadleaf evergreen, so that means they don't drop these. And it's a pretty tough plant. I would say zone 7. I'm in 8B, never been damaged other than the heat dome where the sun scorched it, but as far as cold temperatures, never been damaged, and does surprisingly well when it's windy. You can see that these are just getting ready to open up. Kind of a unusual flower pattern, and you can see they're quite thick, the stalks. So what you'll find on this plant, and I do find it on a lot of broadleaf evergreens, is it's usually when they're putting out a new flush of growth, but there's times when they drop leaves. And this one, I just noticed now, is getting ready to drop its lower leaves. As it grows up, it keeps dropping the lower leaves. So eventually I'm thinking this thing is gonna kind of form almost like a big umbrella look to it. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Look under here. Look at all the leaves that are turning yellow. That's normal. And so those will eventually, I guess it's, extracting the chlorophyll and the nutrients, and eventually those will dry up and those branches will fall off. See if I can get in from the back here. And it leaves scars. Those are the scars from all the branches that used to be there. And this one, for whatever reason, is sending up a new shoot from the ground. But you can see some of the leaves have already fallen off. This is turning red. It will kind of eventually turn a brown color, and then they'll just kind of snap off, almost like those knuckles. They just kind of snap off, just like a fatsia. And you can see that's where it went to 3 growing points. You can see the old flower base right there in the middle, that dark brown spot. So these eventually do get tall, 10 feet or so, but we'll see. But I will tell you, they are very wide plants. So if you plant one, when I planted it, it was pretty wide. At least I thought it was, but you can see it's really encroaching over the path. In time, we may actually just be walking under it, which would be, I think, have a pretty nice effect. But there you go. And when the flowers open up, they're just little tiny white ones, very small, kind of unremarkable, and it will set seed. So there you go, Schefflera delavayi, blooming and dropping off old leaves.